Guess what film we can review?
What? What film?
Dude, remember that time we tried to watch fucking live action Aladdin?
Oh my god. It was right before.
We don't technically have any business reviewing Aladdin live action because we cut that motherfucker off after.
I did say that. That's one of my rules, that he is not allowed to review movies that he doesn't finish.
Well,
neither one of us finished that. Like, I checked out after they started singing the opening song. I was checked out, and I started searching on my phone for carpet.
We don't need those kind of household expenses during this Corona shit ass lockdown.
This is exactly when we need it. We have the time to install it.
Anyway, so Will Smith starts singing in the beginning, and I understand that Will Smith has been an actor for a long time.
I thought he could probably sing. Like, he was a rapper, and most rappers
before that,
can actually sing.
We almost forget that he was an entertainer / musician. We can call him a musician because, like...
Right.
He had, like, a 15-year musical career, but I don't know when his last album was, but I know through, like,
yeah, like,
Men
he
in
even
Black,
had the Summertime song.
You would think he could sing, like, especially if he had, like, a fucking Disney studio... Being like, you know, we trained fucking Mel Gibson to sing.
Right. Clint Eastwood even sings.
I mean, I don't know about well.
I mean, I feel like it almost sounded like he was just holding back and staying in the wrong register, and I don't know, maybe he can sing, but the whole movie was terrible, and that his singing, I would have rather had someone else sing his parts if that's what they were going to do. Like, that song wasn't even a song that he had to sing.
Right, I was like, why is Will Smith singing
we
right
love
now in
Will
the first
Smith.
place? And why is he terrible? Like, why didn't they view this part and then be like, you know, we're just going to go to the other framing device where it was just a guy telling a story that sang because this fucking sucks.
I was also upset that he didn't even attempt any type of accent. And you're dressed in Arabian clothes and not even going to attempt a different accent. So it just threw me out of that world.
So who had a better accent? Kevin Costner as Robin Hood or Will Smith as an Arab?
Well, Will Smith did not attempt an accent at all. He just spoke regularly.
You know, honestly,
Kevin Costner attempted an accent but couldn't keep it, so he kept going into his regular speaking voice, but alternating, trying to use an accent that wasn't even close to a British accent. And I feel like your regular old person can do a mediocre British accent. So I don't know. I guess you'd have to give it to Kevin for trying.
So you're saying that Kevin Costner is a better actor than
No.
Will Smith?
No. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, but anyway, so the movie progresses into, you know, nothing changes. It's just like somebody took the screenplay of the cartoon film and just acted it out with different people and live action stunts and stuff. But what really made me cut it off, because I genuinely, I didn't even make it to Will Smith being the genie, which was, I just wanted to check it out. Because I was intrigued, because I like Will Smith. And
you hate Robin Williams, and you wanted him to be a better genie.
I mean, I wouldn't have phrased it that way, but I did think that Robin Williams was annoying as the genie, and I was like, well, Will Smith is not annoying, so he's probably an awesome genie. But I never made it because the filmmaking was of a quality. I immediately thought of, you know, maybe my brain, here's how my brain worked. Aladdin came out in about 1991, 1992, something like that.
The original?
Yes.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like it's older than that.
It might have been like 1989 or 1990, something like that.
He knows I'm not good with years, so I'm going to go with whatever you say.
I was in about 5th or 6th grade. So you know what else I saw when I was in 6th grade? A little film called
Story.
To Grandmother's House We Go, starring the Olsen twins.
Right.
And I think my mom told us to record it off the television or something. It was a made-for-TV film, and we had a VHS tape. And my younger sister, who was like 3 or 4 or whatever, it was the Olsen twins. They were,
Popular. Yep.
right. So I ended up seeing this movie like a fucking dozen times. But it was like made for TV quality, like Olsen twins, like being silly, you know.
Getting into shenanigans.
But just like I was like, Disney is like $1 billion company. How the fuck are they making this Will Smith vehicle? And just like the most chintzy, like fucked up, like, it was just like Netflix quality.
It was really poorly. I don't know if it was editing or cinematography, but it was not right. It was off.
Right, and they didn't have to get fucking Gilbert Gottfried again to be that bird, because even Yago was kind of an annoying character to me. I'm not really a big Gilbert Gottfried fan.
I think maybe what it was is that the entire scenes might have been CGI instead of using actual scenes, like being in the scene. I'm guessing. I don't know, but something was not quite right about the world that they were in or the movements that they were making.
I just thought it was like
really weird.
I don't know, like it was just really cheap looking.
Right, like I think it might have been that they were doing CGI. It was like probably real enough to make you think that they were in that spot, but not good enough to you knew something was wrong in your brain. That's what I'm guessing, but I don't know.
Plus the song execution fucking blew.
Them running through the village, like we watched that part where Aladdin and the princess were running through the village, singing, and it kept being sped up, like it just didn't make any sense visually for me at all.
I guess maybe just for me, maybe it's just like what you said about fucking Snowpiercer.
You couldn't suspend your disbelief.
Things have come full circle. It's just like what we thought about what you thought about Snowpiercer. If
Right.
it would have been like a cartoon, maybe it would have been all right.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to cut Aladdin off literally before they got off the ship. So I didn't really.
The only reason I continued watching past the first 5 minutes was because I wanted to see Will Smith be the genie. But then once we got like 25 minutes into it, I was like, wait a minute, like a whole bunch of shit has to happen
A whole
before
new world.
we're done.